everyone! I hope you're all having a wonderful Groundhog Day, or just having a great day if you're not watching this on the day that the video goes live. I absolutely love Groundhog Day. It's my favourite day of the year, and that's because I just love the idea that there's certain parts of the world that get out like a little furry creature to predict the weather. It's the cutest thing, I swear. And I also really like the Groundhog Day movie, which, by the way, is 25 years old this year. That's absolutely crazy. So anyways, in the spirit of Groundhog Day, I wanted to talk about Groundhog Day the movie because there's a theory I have about it that I don't really see anybody talking about, and I thought I'd share it with everyone. Yay! My interpretation of Groundhog Day from when I was little is that an out-of-towner came into Punxsutawney and he rejected their culture. He thought the community was stupid, all they ever cared about was the groundhog, and they sang little songs and thought that this thing could seriously predict the weather quite accurately. And because of that, he ended up in a time loop until he learned his lesson. As an extension to that, I thought maybe the groundhog was in charge of the time loop, because the groundhog is honoured on this day. He's like a pillar in the community, and Phil just didn't seem to recognise that, and he didn't seem to recognise the townspeople for everything that they were. So I always thought that since the groundhog was magical enough to predict the weather, he was possibly magical enough to create this time loop as well. Another character that fascinates me in Groundhog Day is Ned Ryerson, because if you watch the movie, he's one of the only characters who isn't really into the Groundhog Day celebrations. Sure, he turns up at the party at the end, but all of his interactions seem to be about insurance and trying to sell something. In fact, if you notice, he even ignores a dying man because he doesn't have any money and he's not going to be able to get any business from him. And I just find that really interesting. He's one of the only characters who doesn't really acknowledge Groundhog Day at all. And it makes me wonder, is he stuck in his own time loop? The way that he chases Phil down the street, trying to get any kind of sale, makes me wonder, is he on his own philosophical journey to be a better person? Is this early on in the journey where he maybe thinks he has to sell insurance in order to get out of this time loop? I just really wonder about him, and I don't know whether the character was ever meant to be that deep, but certainly that's something that I've wondered about him. So there we are, those are my kind of crazy theories about Groundhog Day, but I absolutely love this movie, and I highly recommend you watching it if you've never seen it before. And if you celebrate Groundhog Day in your area, can you tell me about it down below? Who is the Punxsutawney Phil in your area? What do you think of this film? Any thoughts you have at all, I'd love to hear them down below, and thank you so much for watching, everybody. Cheerio! Thanks again for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube has suggested another one you might like over here. And last year on Groundhog Day, I was in Houston. If you'd like to see my travel vlog, it's over here. And as always, to keep up to date, you can subscribe over here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Cheerio!